Okay.
As you said, no,
Yes.
sounds good.
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea. I'm just saying, for example, no, sobrang magkalaban. Parehong mga tao sa finance, sobrang magkalaban. And he knows na may mga ganyan provision. So, merely filing kahit na nuisance yung case.
Dapat may charge.
In
In
our
other words,
country-
the fiscal iba. Kasi
Yeah,
yung pag-file iba.
Yeah.
Yung,
In our country kasi it takes time
May probable
for it
cause
to dismiss. If it's just a filed as either a civil case or a criminal case. But tama po kayo, syempre, pag fiscal na yung nag-file, prosecutor,
probable cause
may
yan.
probable cause na yon. So I just want that to be brought up and
maybe subject to style,
Yeah,
we'll ask our secretary here to put the intent, no? Which is basically, it's not just a case file, but if it goes through already prosecution, iba na rin yun. Ibang klase na rin.
I'd
May
be very
probable
open
cause.
to that, Mr. President, and also just to add specificity to the cases being referred to here, the amendment was a pending administrative or judicial case. But as I said, I would be open to further improvements.
Even convicted for final judgment, ako personally, to be honest, yung sa COMELEC nga, the ruling in the COMELEC on those convicted, dapat yan, even convicted at lower court. Kasi para talaga you get you get good people. But yeah, with your proposal, ma'am, that will cover. Because if there is a case or as you mentioned, no, filed in court by the fiscal or the ombudsman, lalo na pag may charge by the ombudsman, dapat yan, hindi pwedeng kunin ng MIC yan.
Salamat
we get the
kayo,
idea.
Mr. President.
We get the
Subject
idea.
to style or
Subject to
subject to
style.
even more than style, the legal advice as well also
Yeah.
of our staff here at
We
the
will
Senate.
trust our secretary,
Yes, our
secretary
secretariat.
subject to style, amend it well.
Salamat kayo, Mr. President. And thank you to the good gentleman from Tagigan Pateros.
Yes. Please proceed,
So, Your Honor, we're on page 12?
Page 12?
Yes.
Wait, sorry. I believe Madam Grace po has another amendment for page 11. Please proceed, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. President. Section 20, between lines 25 and 26, insert a new paragraph to read as follows. All members of the Board of Directors shall be bonded to the government for the faithful performance of all duties imposed upon him by law and for the faithful accounting of all funds and public properties coming into his custody or control in accordance with the public bonding law under the revised administrative code, EO 449S 1997, and related laws and issuances, period. Prior to the discharge of duties, each members shall be required to secure a fidelity bond of 10 million pesos. I so move, Mr. President. This is usually the
Yes, I
standard
accept, Your Honor.
wording. Okay, thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Senator Risa de Veros?
Anterior amendment, Mr. President. I apologize. I had actually proposed an amendment to line 24. It's just that I moved back to line 22 to further address it. So if I may just reiterate, on the same page, line 24, I moved to remove the phrase "as approved by the advisory body," and the new section would then read, "The foregoing grounds are without prejudice to qualifications or other disqualifications which the Board of Directors may impose in its promotion
I
of
think
good
we-
corporate governance." I so move, Mr.
I think we took
President.
that up already. Did we do that already?
Oh,
We did that already.
Oh, I
We-
apologize,
We
Mr.
took the word
President.
as approved by the advisory board.
I apologize,
You're
Mr.
welcome.
President.
You're
I
welcome,
apologize,
ma'am.
good sponsor.
Yeah, it was accepted already. So please proceed to page 12.
Yes, Your Honor, on page 12, line 12H, after the word engage, remove the phrase slash or appoint and insert the phrase as may be necessary.
There being no objection to the amendment, amendment's accepted.
And on the same page and line, after the word consultant, remove the slash and the word council. I so move, Your Honor.
There being no objection, amendments accepted.
I'm on page 12, line 17. On page 12, line 17, after the word dividends, delete the phrase "in accordance with Section 42 of RA number 11232 or the Revised Corporation Code of the Philippines, notwithstanding the provisions of RA number 7656." And as proposed by Senator Legarda, add the phrase "law and subject to the provisions of RA number 7656." I so move, Your Honor.
There being no objection, amendments approved.
Your Honor, on page 12, line 19, after the word determine, insert the phrase "in consultation with the GCG."
There being no objection, amendments approved.
Actually,
Yes, Senator.
I have an
Cayetano.
amendment for that whole paragraph. Does His Honor, what's His Honor's preference? Do you have other amendments on that paragraph, or can I go ahead with mine?
So you just amend them.
So, would you like to amend the amendment?
Yes, I'll first make my motion.
Yes, there being no objection to your motion, the motion is approved.
Yes. So I don't know if I'm repeating this, but anyway, I'll say it again. On page 12, line 19, after the word determine, insert the phrase "in consultation with the GCG." On page 12, line 23, after the word contrary, delete the phrase "the organizational structure, staffing pattern, and compensation structure of the MIC shall be subject to the approval of the President of the Philippines," and replace it with the phrase "provided that the compensation and emoluments shall be comparable with the prevailing rates in the private sector necessary to attract and retain competent talent. Provided further that the compensation and other emoluments shall not exceed that of the PCEO as provided under Section 26 of this Act. However, as proposed by Senator Legarda, delete the entire Section 21K. I so move, Your Honor.
Ano? Wait, sorry,
So,
Your
are we
Honor.
going to delete it, or we're
Yeah.
going to?
Those were two separate proposals.
I think, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I withdraw my motion. Sorry, there was a typo here. It's
Yes, please proceed.
Provided siya comparable.
Bukas na kaya?
move to suspend.
Session suspended.